paths of upgrades. So why not just have this, in the top area here? Because you've got all this screen real estate, and the background is, legit really nice. But wait, is there a volcano behind Hitler?
Yeah, there's a volcano.
That's a nice touch. But put the information there.
Or not only that, maybe when you buy stuff with your money actually goes down instead of collecting points.
Yeah, Jin Bremen in Twitch chat brings up a very good point, and it's an issue I had with this game as well. It's the same sound effect, as far as I can tell, over and over and over again, which is kind of like that bunny game from yesterday. So if you're the developer, a pro tip, use at least 3 different sounds to get a bit more variety. And even if you don't have 3 different sounds, what you can do is play them at varying pitches, like between 5 and 10% difference either way. And that way you get a lot more variety out of the same sounds. I usually aim for 3 sounds and then play them at different pitches. That way it doesn't sound the same all the time.
Combo. Right.
I never thought about the pitches thing. Thank you for mentioning that. That's amazing.
You can even add a little Foley work to that and just get
I would also
a couple mouth sounds.
This looks like a slider, but it's not a slider. I would like to see his expression change.
Yeah, true. I do like the wiggle though when it gets hit.
Or even a really easy change you could make, because it looks like this was made in Illustrator, is if when you hit him, his arms go out a bit, because all you need to do is take those as separate pieces and rotate them a bit.
Yeah.
I think part of the payoff of getting...
Why?
But yeah, you're going through this a lot faster than I was, because I was playing this with a touchpad, so...
Oh. Also, I use a trackball, which makes it easy to do this.
Oh, wow.
It's ergonomic, man. I mouse left-handed, so every time there's a game where, you got all this stuff on the left side of the keyboard, and they're assuming you're mousing right-handed, it's a bit awkward. So, by the way, if you want to somehow pander to me if I host another game jam, have ambidextrous controls.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Although I feel like a lot of people end up just kind of being you can't do mouse users anyway. So that could be just
no.
I think accessibility is a great function for all games, but I feel like a lot of people don't think about it because I think there's a lot of lefties who just give up and just do the right mouse.
Well, what's funny is, so those who know me know that I often work with Mihai Zeta on Awful Jams, and he's actually left-handed, but he mouses right-handed. I'm right-handed, but I've got such a bad shoulder injury that it's possible. So... yeah, lefties tend to be pretty adaptable.
Man, look at all those coins.
It's
full of Nazi gold.
It's like a front fractions type thing where you go down and there's like a massive cache of cash.
Oh wow! Now we're hitting dollars out of them.
Now there's real
stacks
cash.
Of dollar bills.
Dang.
Of course,
I like that visual upgrade. That's a nice payoff.
Actually, in Weimar Republic marks, they're each worth half a cent.
Eventually, one of the upgrades, actual gold bars stuff. Actual Nazi gold.
Dear me. Would be really sad is if you start smashing stolen paintings out of them.
Hey, we don't know. It might be going there.
Or if you wanted to go dark, gold teeth.
Oh, that's dark in a lot of ways.
Just throwing that out there. I am wondering about the volcano in the background. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm wondering if it really has anything to do thematically with this game. Although the music is fun. So
it's interesting because there's no automation, right? There's only the base action that hasn't really changed.
Yeah.
So usually in clicker games, you build up enough and you get into automation. And that makes it a lot, suddenly becomes a thing to do in the background. I think maybe trying to work something that's automated into this as well would be a help.
Woo!
There you go, you got the gold bars.
This would be really dark if there was blood, but I guess I'm just tickling him with a knife at this point.
You might be hitting him with the blunt side of it.
Well, Hitler's very stoic, apparently.
Yeah, I would agree it'd be really cool if there was some physical progression of his face. Even if it's just little bits.
How far did you...
like a scowl or something every time he gets hit.
How far did you get in this? Is there an end game that you know of, or does it just kind of...
Yes, there is an end game. I think it might be the next one.
All right. That's
The last level is the chainsaw.
I think wow. I think if you want to keep
there
it always having the action of like this sort of swiping motion, figuring out how each weapon has a different sort of motion that you need to maximize the money coming from it, that could be a way to mechanically differentiate each segment.
Kind of
So
like
you'd be
in
doing a stabbing animation right now to make this the most effective money draw. The idea of like changing it up with each type would be a nice sort of different skill.
That's a
kind
good
of like in Morrowind, how you had like if you moved forward an attack, left an attack, or still an attack, they're all different attacks and stuff. Like if you stabbed with a warhammer, it would do nearly as much damage as if you just still and like whack them with it.
Yeah, I think having that sort of skillful manipulation, like knowing, okay, it's a knife, I gotta make a stabbing motion by rotating it and doing that. I think that would be a really cool way to give some extra mechanical content to this.
Yeah. Also, I like the idea of having different gestures for the different items, or maybe a reason to switch out, because something like this, you know, I look at it and I'm like, I could make, if this were like a mini game in a game that I needed to play to get cash or something, I would set up an auto-it macro to do this for me for a few hours while I stepped away.
Yeah.
AKA the Worm Online strategy.
Imagine if you got different weapons and then, like, say a brick, like, after a certain point, he erects a brick wall, so you have to switch the hammer to knock that down, then get back to punching him or stabbing him or whatever. Like, having these different sort of barriers. Yeah, like, different ways to, like, you have to switch between the weapons, reasons to kind of have this different sort of action.
So we'll say if I didn't know... I mean, it's cute to go from level to level to see the next thing that's going to pop out of his head. I'm assuming his head, and it's not like erupting from the volcano behind him mysteriously at the same time you're hitting him.
Oh, maybe that's what the volcano's for.
They're psychically linked. You know, Hitler was all into that occult shit, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you needed the Spear of Longinus to... I don't know. Volcanoes! Oh no! I don't know. I'll stop. If I didn't know that this was about to end, I would probably be pretty close to wanting to move on.
Yeah, I was literally doing this with one hand and on my phone on the other hand, like browsing through Twitter towards this point.
Yeah.
He really takes a beating. I mean...
He does.
Tough dude.
It's that is so the range of motion that I need to employ is really small. So right now I'm just like, you know, wiggling on this trackball of mine. It's a very small motion, so like I've literally got one finger on the trackball and I'm just kind of scrubbing it around. All right, I think I could buy. Can I buy? No, I think I'm halfway there.
Nope, you're
about.
Oh man, that's a lot.
You know what'd be nice would be to have you know, commas for every, or periods if you're British, for every 3 digits, so I can see how close I am, because counting is hard. I'm a game dev. Or that, or have the shopping cart button light up when you can buy the next thing.
Yeah,
or even a meter showing your progress, like across it or whatever, before you can upgrade it. Something.
I think we're all kind of hitting upon. There should be a little bit more mechanical depth here.
Yeah.
It's a cool. The swiping gesture is a cool thing, and it's a neat way to take the cookie clicker. But without a little bit more mechanical depth to change it up, the content does not last.
Anyway, we're almost there towards the end.
Yes.
Said about the chainsaw.
All right.
There we go.
You did it.
Yay! Holy fuck!
Yeah.
There we go.
Guys, I'm scared.
And that's the payoff right there, which I thought was pretty
He
good.
just keeps looking
Oh
at you
man.
into your soul.
Oh no!
He finally did something that hurt him.
Oh no!
Don't feel bad for Hitler.
So
gonna
really,
Like after all that,
Oh boy.
we were just trying to shave off his stash.
the entire time, yeah. But like the sad music, it's like it's trying to humanize him. I don't really feel that way about him.
Yeah, that didn't work for me.
Really,
I thought it was
makes you
just a
think,
funny,
doesn't it?
a funny.
Yeah.
That's the way I took it.
What have I done?
Well, you know, if without his mustache, is Hitler really Hitler? It becomes a different entity almost.
Almost.
What if
Like,
the Hitler was
if
inside
someone
us all
bought him
along?
a very fancy razor at a young age, then perhaps World War II never would have happened.
Wow.
Who's the real Hitler here, huh?
I was just looking at that.
What if the Hitler was the friends we made along the way?
Jesus.
Oh.
With all the money we made.
Well, anyway, I think we have. Oh, interestingly, the window title is Weinen und Zittern or something. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna assume it means like something dirty. No, I'm gonna assume it means lesson trade off. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Help! Does anybody speak German?
Wait, how do you spell it?
I'll type it in the chat.
Yeah.
Wollt ihr das Bett in Flammen sehen?
Well, we can ask Google.
No, we can't do that.
Why not?
Well, so
I can ask.
there's no end game state. Like there's no fail state.
Not that I could tell, no.
Well, I mean, the game looked good, so props to the creator for making a slick-looking game, and I didn't encounter any bugs. I think it would be good if they just expanded on the mechanics the way we talked about, and also it feels like a game that they made just for that punchline. Come on, you guys.
Yeah, it says cry and tremble.
Cry and shake. Cry
my.
and
Or shake.
tremble.
Although I feel
Yeah.
like the punchline in itself was kind of good with Hitler just getting like closer and closer to the screen, and then the two little tears. But you could have, I would say, like bam, hard cut to like black on that. Put that in your
Yeah,
pipe
not
and smoke
even
it.
zoom in, just like
Yeah. No, the zoom in was hilarious. Actually, I like that. But once you see like the two little tears come down, like then smash cut. I think that would have been.
Yeah,
more
I think
fun.
that pacing would be a little bit stronger. But I think it's a good gag that works as it's done.
Yes. Anyway, the next one, the last one of this block is beating assholes in some dungeon.
So this one's pretty interesting. It's mechanically, it's got like the most variety out of the games I've played so far, I think. So it's you move around the dungeon with WASD, and you've got these different attacks that you do with the arrow keys, and it's like a top-down beat 'em up type game.
Alrighty. Let me just grab the game here. And right away.
There's 3 different goals in the game. You have to beat up all the neo-Nazis, take down all the propaganda, as well as drink all the beer. Like those are the 3 main goals. There's other stuff you can do there as well.
Which is fun because it sort of. I know a lot of people have heard about Antifa for the first time with recent events. It was a thing that I knew about more from when I lived in Spain than something I really encountered in the States. But in general, they're like anybody who's involved in anarchy or Antifa comes out of punk shit, punk stuff. So this game seems to have that aesthetic.
Yeah, I'd been completely ignorant of Antifa's sort of in general until the recent developments.
All right, so let's see. I like the little screen shake here. Okay, we got skate. Okay, skate, move, remove propaganda, spray graffiti, shit. Attack, rage attack.
So yeah, as you attack neo-Nazis, your rage meter builds up, and then you can do like a very powerful rage attack.
All right. What's my attack? The arrow keys, right? Oh, yeah.
Arrow keys, yeah.
Eric.
I see. So I don't have like an up or down. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, so the up, I found the up attack the most useful. It's got the longest cooldown, but it's got a very big hitbox and does a lot of damage.
Oh, there's a cooldown.
So it's like an AoE.
Oh, I see that. I can notice things. I got. Oh, whoops.
What I found was very good was to kite a bunch of them around and then use the up attack to hit them all at once.
Dark Souls style. Oh, fuck. I'm also bad at Dark Souls, by the way.
Nailed it.
But your rage meter is all the way up as well. So if you press, if they're to the side of you, and then you press down, you do like a giant beam.
Nice.
What is fun about this is this definitely feels like a game about Antifa, from what I have known of them. So I applaud the. I gotta try that again.
But yeah, so if you press Q, you can actually skate around the level a lot faster as well, and there is a time limit.
That's fun.
and you've got a mini map at the top right as well.